How the guy I hated became my best friend. I spent 6 months perfecting my scary dad face for my daughter's new boyfriend Tyler. To me Tyler was a walking red flag. He wore t-shirts with band names I couldn't pronounce, drove a car that sounded like a lawnmower, and used the word stoked way too often for a 21-year-old. I'm a retired sergeant. I like order, crisp shirts, and silence. Tyler was not that. Every time he came over I'd give him the cold shoulder, answering his polite, "How's it going, sir?" with a grunt that meant go away. Then came the great kitchen flood of last November. My wife and daughter were out at a bridal shower, and I was home alone when a pipe under the sink decided to give up on life. I'm staring at a mini lake in my kitchen, feeling my blood pressure hit the ceiling, when the doorbell rings. It's Tyler. He was dropping off a book for my daughter. He looks at the water, looks at my face, and doesn't wait for an invite. He tosses his bag on the counter, kicks off his shoes, and says, "Sir, I used to work for a plumber in high school. Let me take a look." For the next 2 hours we were shoulder to shoulder in the mud and muck. He didn't say stoked once. He was focused, efficient, and actually, pretty funny. We ended up fixing the pipe, and while we were drying off he pulled a pack of high-end beef jerky out of his pocket, and shared it with me. We sat on the porch, covered in grime, talking about classic cars and why modern music has no soul. I realized Tyler wasn't a flake. He was just a kid who didn't feel the need to perform for anyone. When my wife and daughter walked in they found us laughing over a shared bag of jerky, debating the best year for the Ford Mustang. My daughter looked at me like I'd been replaced by an alien. I just shrugged and said, "Tyler's all right. Now, he's the only one I trust to help me work on my truck." Sometimes the person you think is the wrong fit is exactly what the family was missing.